And President Trump is signaling U.S. operations in Iran are in good shape, but won't be ending soon, saying the U.S. doesn't want to leave early just to return in a couple years again. NewsNation Washington correspondent Tom Dempsey is at the White House for us. Tom, the president spoke at length about the war, about rising gas prices on Wednesday, but he doesn't seem worried about the long-term impacts about either.
No, that's right, Markie. Good morning from the White House. President Trump saying that the U.S. has already won this war with Iran, claiming U.S. strikes have taken out dozens of Iranian naval vessels as well as the country's whole air force. But President Trump also adding that the United States must finish the job.
They no longer have radar. They don't have anti-aircraft equipment. They don't have anything. Their missiles are down 90%. Their drones are down 85%. We're blowing up the factories where they're made left and right.
And Markie, this morning, we're also learning more details about the cost of the war. A source telling the Associated Press the first week of the conflict alone cost more than $11 billion, with over $5 billion spent on munitions in the first 2 days. President Trump made those comments you just heard during stops in Ohio and Kentucky on Wednesday, where he was also focusing on affordability. In Cincinnati, he visited a pharmaceutical and biotech company and highlighted lower prescription drug costs. And with gas prices bringing ongoing concerns, the Trump administration also announced it will release over 170 million barrels of oil from the Strategic Petroleum Reserve starting next week.
I had to take an excursion, but it's doing well. The market's holding up well. I figured we'd be hit a little bit, but we were hit probably less than I thought, and we'll be back on track in a pretty short while. Prices are coming down very substantially. Oil will be coming down. That's just a matter of war.
The U.S. Energy Department saying it will take up to 120 days to deliver all those barrels of oil from the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. Markie?
And Tom, Congress wants to hear about this war in public hearings, and they also want some top cabinet members to testify as well. Who are they calling on?
Yeah, so NewsNation obtained a letter sent from Senate Democrats to Senate Majority Leader John Thune calling on Secretary of State Marco Rubio and War Secretary Pete Hegseth to hold, a number of public hearings so more information can be shared about the ongoing war with Iran. In that letter that was obtained by NewsNation, the Democrats wrote in part, quote, "The war is driving up oil and gas prices. Basic goods are increasing, and the U.S. is spending billions rather than focusing on reducing costs here at home." But speaking with NewsNation's Elizabeth Vargas, Senator John Fetterman pushed back against some of his fellow Democrats' criticism.
I truly don't understand why Democrats can't even acknowledge that this has made the world more safe and more secure.
The Democrats who wrote that letter saying they also plan to push for more votes on war powers resolutions, which, if passed, would call on President Trump to get congressional approval for any more offensive strikes against Iran. Markie?
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.